For starting AWS, open that and type AWS Management Console. After that, you will get a login page. But for creating a new account, you need to click on sign in to the console. Here, this page will come. There are two options: root user and IAM user. IAM means Identity and Access Management user. But for creating the account, let's click on create a new AWS account. For creating an AWS account, you need to just put your basic details such as email address, password, confirm password. After that, you will get debit card details or credit card details. You have to fill that one, and he will ask for your mobile number and other details. So you have to put. But we are not going to sign in. We are already account. So click on root user. Put your username. Put your password. Here at top right corner, there are three options. First is account details, as you can see. Second one is your availability zone and regions, and third one is support. So the main option is second one. In that you get different regions and availability zones for where you have to deploy your virtual machines, or you can say that they are data centers. As you can see, there are different types of data centers available in the world. But we are going to use US East Ohio. So as you all can see, there are many services in AWS such as compute, then containers, storage, database, media services, AR, VR, etc. But we are now launching virtual machine. So click on EC2 instance means Elastic Compute Cloud. Like this page will open. So when you will create any instances, so it will show here instances running. So then click on instances. It's saying you don't have any instances in this region, so we have to first create an instance, launch instances. So here there are number of different virtual machines available on the AWS. As we are using free tier only, so click on free tier only, and let's take any one of the virtual machines. Let's take Microsoft Windows Server 2016. Select it. So it is saying choose an instance type. So as we are using only free tier, so we can use only the second one as it is showing here, free tier eligible. So select it and click next. So main step is step number 3. So how many number of instances you want to launch? So as of now, we are only launching one instance, but multiple instances can be launched at single time. You can launch into auto scaling group network. Yeah, it's saying that create a new virtual private cloud VPC, or AWS assigns a default virtual private cloud for your instance. So we will leave as it is. So subnet we will leave as it is because it is a part of IP address. So it's a lengthy process. Next placement group leave as it is. IAM role leave as it is. We don't need right now. Shutdown behavior, yes, this is also main point. How you want to stop means how you want to behave your virtual machine. So there are two options: stop and terminate. So if you want to just stop the virtual machine, you can stop it, or else if you want to terminate directly your virtual machine, then you can also terminate directly from here. So as of now, we will take only stop. So another options, leave as it is. All the options leave as it is. Then click next. Add storage. Here you can specify how much of hard disk you want to give it to your virtual machine. So for free tier eligible users, only 30 GB, up to 30 GB of storage is allowed, not more than that. So we will leave as it is, 30 GB. Then click next. Add tags, also leave as it is. Click next. Yeah, this is also main step. So here it is saying configure security group. Either you can create a new security group or select existing. So leave as it is, but here it is saying type, which type of topic you want to allow to your virtual machine. As we are creating virtual machine in Windows, so for Windows instance, you need to download only RDP file, means remote desktop protocol. But as of now, we will allow all traffic. Here you can see there are a lot of different topics which can enter into the virtual machine. So we will click here all traffic. Protocol leave as it is. Port range it's fixed, so leave as it is. Source here is custom, but make here anywhere. So just leave as it is and review and launch. So here you can see your details of virtual machine, what you have selected and what it will perform. Virtual machine will perform. So just launch, click on launch. Yeah. So now here it is saying select an existing key pair or create a new key pair. Key pair is nothing but the password for the your virtual machine. So I have my own existing key pair, but you all need to create a new existing pair. So please click on choose. So here there is option create a new key pair. So create on that one. Get put your any name you want. I will put a. So now download key pair. It will download and it will store in .pem file. So now launch instances. So here it is telling your instances are launching. So it will take time up to 3 to 4 minutes depending on your internet speed and laptop specifications or anything which you have like PC or. So you can see your instances launching by clicking on this ID. It is the ID of your instance created. So click on it. It's saying it is running, means it is deploying. And status, you can check here status initializing. So we will wait until it is created. Here you can name your instance which whatever you want. For now I am naming it as Windows. Below it you can see the details about your virtual machine which you have created. You have instance ID, public IPv4 address, means it is IP address. Uh, then instance state, it's running or terminated. It's instance type T2 micro. There are different types of instances. So it is of type T2 dot micro. Your virtual private cloud ID. Then IP address. It's what we can say. It's default, so it's not showing. Subnet ID. Basically, if you want to means what we can say, if you want to give your own IP address with subnet, so you can just go to IPCalc Here you can test your IP addresses with subnet and which supernet you have to move. So here it will, for example, it will show like this. If you add, if you want to means put your own IP address, here it will show host net means with how many virtual private cloud you have, you will be allowed to deploy. Here you can see that, but now I am not showing about that. So here you can see that our instance is ready to launch or connect. When you will get like this 2 by 2 checks, that means that your virtual machine is ready to be deployed and is ready to be started. So now for starting the Windows instance, just click on it, and here you can see the connect option. Click on it. So as I have already said that for Windows instance you have to download RDP file. So click on RDP client, download remote desktop file. So downloading, it is downloading. So the RDP file has been downloaded. Now we have to generate the password of virtual machine. So click on get password. Yeah. So remember that we have downloaded the key pair file a.pem in mine. So let's take that file. There is a.pem. Open it. So this is the file, and now decrypt the password. So here the password is this. Just copy it and now open the RDP file. Click on connect. Now connecting. Yeah, now it is asking for password. Put the password which we have copied. This password, this one. Click on OK. Again click on yes. Now it will start virtual machine. Time. Now it's loading. As you can see that. Yeah, so the Windows virtual machine has been loaded. Here you can see as due to internet connection it's taking time to load. So here you can see it has been loaded. If you want to means host any website or means create any website or use any website, so you can use through Windows PowerShell by just putting any commands. So for now I am closing it instance. So successfully closed. Yeah, and but do not forget to terminate your instance after your work is done. So please click on instances, because if you do not terminate your Windows means any instance, so it will start costing you. So it will means not okay. It is not okay. So you need to first delete or terminate this Windows successfully. So for terminating Windows, so please right click on that instance. There is option terminate instance. So it is confirming uh, that you really want to delete the instance or not. Then click on terminate. So for terminating, it will take some time. Just refresh it. So it is deleted. So please make sure you delete the instance after your work is done. Not delete directly terminate. Okay. So the launching of Windows instance is done, as well as the termination of Windows instance is also done.